could do it. I could sit back.
Howdy, folks. Welcome to the morning buzz. Breakfast buzz, sorry.
Breakfast buzz, yeah.
We got the morning brew, the buzz, and then we got the Tuesday morning brew by Pops. I'm getting
Got the morning
confused by the morning shows.
Get the morning roast.
The
Chris.
Sunday funnies.
Yeah, lots of good morning shows now. The only
Yes.
reason I started doing one was because there wasn't nobody out here Tuesday morning. I mean, every other day there was somebody out here, and it was like, man, I get up on Tuesday morning, I sit down, there's nobody to talk to.
Mhm.
I guess I better do so. What's up, Trish? Trish in the chat.
Good morning, Trish.
So, Lola,
Yeah.
introduce yourself, but then I want you to have the guy below you introduce himself because everybody knows me and Mike. I want to hear about this guy. So,
Pretty much.
Yeah, so I'm gonna hit the intro after I find it.
Are we gonna watch Coffee Brew?
No, not today.
The eternal brew.
Honestly, I like to refer to it as the nectar of the gods, but different strokes for different folks, I guess.
I call it my little cup of lies. It tells me about all the things we're not going to get done today.
All right,
Yeah.
here we go, guys. We will be right back. And good morning, everyone. As you can see, I am running Breakfast Bus today. Most of you know what happened. My husband, Varian, he did suffer a mini stroke, so he is He's recovering now. I did set this up, so if you guys want to check it out, I will post the link in the chat. Yeah, it goes into everything. You can read it there.
It's also madness. It's up on my YouTube page, my Twitter page, everywhere, man. So,
Yeah, we're sharing it around, and guys, it would mean a lot if you could share it as well. As much as you can. You know, help them out.
Yeah. So I'm going to do the best I can, and
you'll do just fine.
Yeah, you're figuring it, bro, and you're gonna be fine.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah. But yeah, I mean, like everybody knows me. I'm Lola, your indie princess. I am the EIC over at indievolt.com. I'm the co-owner of Last Call Comics, owner of Shocker Comics, and I help out with Liberty Entertainment Distribution Group. I do a bunch of stuff.
Yes, you do.
And right now, I'm running everything until Varian gets back on his feet.
She has her own show on Wednesday nights, Geekgasm. She's doing Pitches Be Crazy with Brandon and Varian and Joe. It's like, this lady can handle this. We just want Varian to get back up here and join her because, he didn't. Yeah. He instilled all this trust in her long before this happened. So, we know.
Oh, yeah. He has been training me for everything, so I know how to run everything and take care of everything.
What's up, Sim? Got Sarah in the chat. Yeah, man, it's we're all facing off. It's like ducking lefts and rights lately, man. And every now and then we're getting smacked right in the face.
Yes, Sarah. He is at home. I didn't take him to the hospital because I knew what it was already. And he didn't want to go. So I told him if I notice he's getting worse, he will go. But as of right now, he's recovering. It's gonna be a little while, but
home. Sometimes you got to be at home to recover, man. I mean, just think about it. If he's waking up like not quite sure where he is and stuff, and then he's somewhere where he's really not sure where he is,
Mm-hmm.
that ain't no good. At least he's
Nope.
surrounded by home and familiar stuff, and
Yeah.
because that kind of stuff, man. It's like the mind is really finesse part of the body, man. It's like it
Mhm.
don't take much to throw you off. You freaking bots! What do you get out of here? I don't even have my YouTube. Crap.
Well, you can destroy them from.
Yeah, but I like to go over there and make sure they're gone. Please,
Right,
remove,
Trevor.
of course,
Let's hear a
all-
little bit about you, because I've never seen you before. He's never seen you before, and that is surprising. So,
Yeah, we got a noob. Where'd you find him, Lola?
he was in the corner of the street in a box.
Yeah, specifically in an outfitted long box. Yes.
Oh, there we go. That's why we knew it was our people.
Yeah, prime piece of real estate, really.
So a long box. I have to say this real quick so that everybody doesn't think that we stole this idea from Trevor. But one of the pieces of art that I've seen for the Crom anthology has him hanging out in a long box.
Nice.
We did not steal the idea. So who are you? What do you do, man?
Oh, well, I am. Well, sorry, I'm not honestly not used to being up this early in the morning most of the time. So I'm just kind of catching my bearings. But yeah, I'm a comic book writer, editor, art director for my company Pocket Watch Press, which was founded pretty much in the heat of the pandemic. At the time, I was interviewing for an editorial position at Marvel, and things were going really, really well. And then, so my interview was literally like early March of 2020, and everybody knows what happened in the middle of March 2020. So, everything kind of closed down, and because Marvel's publishing headquarters are in New York, obviously, they were unable to bring on any new personnel. So things really sort of fell apart, unfortunately, and I spent my time being bummed about it, as one would. And I decided that I wasn't going to ask anybody to do what I wanted to do anymore. And so I founded Pocket Watch Press. And by the end of 2020, I ran my first Kickstarter campaign for the first issue of my comic, Area 51, The Helix Project. And here we are. We're about a year later. We're kickstarting our fourth issue right now, which is almost funded. And the series has definitely gotten a decent amount of buzz. It's been it's been really fortunate to have been purchased by a number of people in the industry that I really respect and admire, like the writer of Images, The Good Asian, points like Pisha Choate, Brian Edward Hill, David Pepose, legendary comic book writer, D.G. Chichester. So, we've been really fortunate to have the right people get eyes on the book, and I appreciate all of you for having me on. It's definitely, I look forward to hanging out and chatting comics.
Guys, real quick, my internet keeps dropping. I keep losing internet.
Yeah, we're having a Michigan winter right now, so
Yeah. Just
I don't have any control though. If you drop out, we're just gonna talk till you're.
I know.
So you might want to share that screen up real quick, Trevor. If you want to share that screen so that we can look at your project.
Sure.
You share it that way. If she gets kicked out, we still got your campaign up there, and we can still look at it. We just all have to leave. Turn the lights off when we leave.
Sure. Yeah. You got it. This is the digs.
This looks great, man. Seriously, this is high quality stuff.
Thank you. I'm really fortunate to be, like I said, my team is from all around the world, and with the power of the internet, I was able to scope out some really, really solid talent, and they as many comic book writers
Right.
will.
Slow down. We got time. Go
Sure.
back to the time.
We got all the time in the world, dude.
We got all
We
kinds
want
of
to
time
take
to
this
look at
in.
all this stuff, man.
Sure.
I know
Yeah,
you,
but
boy,
thank you.
you've seen it 100 times, but we're looking at it for the first time. So,
Sure.
90 backers. Goal is 6,500. Only $400 away from that with 25 days to
Yeah.
go. Let's go ahead and play that trailer real quick if you want.
Sure. Will the screen recording catch the audio from the trailer?
Did you click that little button at the bottom when you shared the screen? You might unshare it, share it again. There's a little button on the bottom left that says audio, or a little box.
Some screens let you share audio. Look for the share audio checkbox in the next window.
Right when you first open that share
Oh,
screen, right in the bottom
gotcha.
left there you go.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
It's a little specific, but it's the best they can do.
Sure. Yeah. I think I got it. If you want to put her back up.
Yeah. Oh, she froze.
Oh boy.
Oh well, we'll wait till she comes back and then we'll put it.
Sure. Yeah.
Technical difficulties. Hooray.
Welcome to Michigan Winters. Yeah, we got those green garbage dumpsters. They're like 3.5 foot high, whatever. Yeah, ours is almost buried out there. It's crazy.
Oh wow. Yeah, I haven't seen that much snow in my entire life, so.
You're good.
Don't worry.
Can you share that screen again, Lola?
Yeah.
We'll play that trailer real quick before you get kicked out again.
Yeah, so that's a little bit of cinematic excitement.
Holy crap, man! That is one high quality trailer.
Thank you, man. I mean, all the thanks goes to the producer of the trailer, Joey. You guys can check him out at I think Geek Show Joe on Twitter. Really, really great guy. Super helpful.
That was badass, man.
Yeah.
I mean, we look at a lot of trailers, bro. I'm just saying, we look at a lot of trailers. That one was, right from the beginning, it was like, oh, top quality digs right here.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. No, I mean, when it came to stepping out and producing my first comic book series, I really wanted to make every aspect indiscernible from something that people might pick up from a well-known company, a well-known publisher. So it's definitely in stride to make sure that the promotional material and the graphics can kind of follow that lead. So I appreciate it. I'm really glad to hear that you guys like the trailer.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
really.
first of all, like the fact that you put out 4 issues in a single year with your creative team, that's incredible.
And he knows. And he
Like,
knows.
and
He's
like,
working on number 6 and just released 5. 1 through 4 was like bang, 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 one after another. He knows how hard it is to do
and
it.
that took 4 years. Let's be honest here. Like,
Yeah, but you know how
you
hard
know,
it is because the last couple of years you've been banging him out. You know what he's doing.
holy crap, man! Like, nothing but respect.
I appreciate it. I mean, I this pursuit, I mean, I'm just finishing up college, and I want more than anything to make this a career, and I don't really, I know the potential side effects of waiting too long to put out the content, so I'm definitely breaking my back a little bit now in order to lift up the book and hopefully get more eyes and to keep people stimulated, because even with like monthly comics, sometimes I feel like waiting a month, I forget what happens, and there's constant needing to reread and what have you. So I'm definitely doing my best to mitigate that as much as possible.
Do you ever find yourself like not reading it until you've got 2, 3, or 4 in the series before you start reading? That's me.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
I do that a lot.
I mean, honestly, because I mean, I get the inclination for people to trade weight or whatever, but I also understand that not buying singles is also what kills series. So if I really believe in a creative team, I will definitely buy 3, 4 issues and keep subscribed to a book and then just read after I've got a couple in the tank. Which is a pretty nice incentive, I think, for anybody that wants to hop onto the series, because it's a 6-issue series. We're about to be down 4, so somebody can get a nice digestible chunk of our story before it comes to its end. So, but yeah, I definitely do that.
Cool. I mean, I'm a floppy guy. I love to have that first print number 1. I like that, that feeling of having something to put in my boxes, not just a book to put on a shelf. I got tons of books to put on shelves. I want my collection. I want my boxes all full. My filing cabinets all full with cool comics. That's amazing right there. Who did that?
This cover?
Yeah.
So this is done by the interior artist Marcelo Salazar and colors Marcio Freri. He also colors the interior of the book.
So that's the quality you're going to get in the inside the book. And thank you for doing that. I love everybody that has the interior artist doing the A cover, so everybody knows this is the quality of the book.
Yeah, I agree, and I think it's kind of disingenuous to not have the interior artist do a cover. Like you said, I mean, it's your packaging essentially. And so I want to make sure people are aware that like they're going to get the same quality inside the book that they're seeing right here. And also, like, selfishly, these guys are such incredible talents, so why would I not want to show them off? I feel like if you really believe in your interior artist, then you want to show it off, and that's exactly what we did.
You believe in what you're selling us, show it to us, package it that way too. I'm not saying don't do variants with other artists and stuff, but by all means, man, show us what the guy on the inside is going to be giving us. So kudos for that. I like.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm also just not a fan of excessive variant covers. I mean, I've done 2 for every campaign, considering maybe doing a 3rd one once we get down to the last issue. But there's a problem where the market and speculators and collectors want like a bunch of covers, and I think it sells people on everything but the actual contents of the book.
Yes.
And I firmly believe that what we're putting out here is a quality product and a quality story that's worth people's time and money. And I very well know that with the connections that I made over the last year, I could probably have an exponentially more successful Kickstarter if I were to reach out to people and have more covers done. But I don't believe in that. I believe on selling people based on the quality of the work. And, if I do have variant covers, obviously I want them to be excellent, but artistically, I also want them to represent a different side of that issue, that we're not able to do in the original cover. So for me, the covers are also just a great sort of lens, to look at the book from the onset.
Yeah, I like it. I like what you're doing here completely. And all I've seen is a little bit. So, well, I am kind of an Area 51 conspiracy theory alien loving freak anyway. So this is
Well, the cool thing about it all is, so I went to school for molecular and cellular biology. So when it came down to writing my first comic book series, they always say to write what you know, and I knew a lot about random science and genetics. So I was like, well, how can I do like a hard sci-fi story where we're actually using like real premises in science and springboarding from there in order to do science fiction? Because I really get annoyed when sci-fi is basically just fantasy with like a metal skin and like blinking lights.
Thank you.
I knew he was going to say that.
And like, and I don't even say that to be like derogatory, because I like fantasy just as much as I like sci-fi. But there's a reason that they're two different genres of story. They have
separated.
Right, they have different tools available to them. So for me, it was like, well, I'm going to tell the story. We're going to use real genetic science. So if you were to go back and read some prior issues, like we talk about antigen presenting cells and leukocyte antigens, and like we use real genetic science as a way to set up the fictional aspect of the story, which is a great source of pride for me and a lot of fun to be able to use that background.
Yeah, no, like that's awesome, man.
Thanks.
It's, to me, it's a lot like the guy above me, who's also has a very unique world build, but it's totally the opposite. It's not science at all. It's eco culture.
Do you like
that eco culture? Do you like that, Mike?
It's speculative zoology, in a hard science world. It's speculative hard science, but like things got to make sense before I make it into a story.
Yeah, I mean it's a serious good world build, and I kind of see that right here too. Only like, on the sci-fi side, but I see something unique, something nobody else has really done. And I've seen a lot of books the last few years, man. This looks solid. So
thank you. I really
can see why you got 90 people backing it already.
Thank you.
What's up, Dave? Genuine Comics. What's going on?
Appreciate you guys. Yeah, no, I mean it's definitely a labor of love, and when I think about the creative integrity of setting out to develop a comic or just produce any type of story, I very much want to make it mine. I think I see a lot of people out there in indie comics that are just kind of trying to do their version of characters that already exist. And I guess there's a cathartic, component to that. But for me, I want to make sure that what I set out to do is as original as I can possibly make it and identifiably mine. I think, I would be bored playing in an imaginary sandbox that was just a ripoff of somebody else's. And if I ever got the opportunity to work with those characters, of course, I would be chomping at the chain to do it. But until I do that, while I'm in this space that I can make whatever I want, I'd rather make it mine,
You would be an excellent writer for my series.
Mike's like, one more job I don't have to do.
No. I already give out the writing jobs. You know that.
I know.
So
no, man, this looks amazing. Like I'm probably gonna back this after the show.
Oh, thank you.
If I try to open another tab right now, it's gonna explode. So
no, I appreciate that.
I'm not gonna be able to do anything until I get the StreamYard paid for and all that. But once I got all my bills paid, I'm gonna come back and look at this for sure.
Thank you guys. Yeah, I really appreciate it.
Because I live in the Netherlands.
Yeah, we're shipping internationally. So I try to. That's the thing, is that one, like, shipping internationally costs an arm and a leg. I do end up actually pretty much shipping it discounted internationally slightly, just because I really do want to to establish that international audience. This past year with COVID and everything being so crazy.
Guys, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah. No
it's been really hard to connect with people, because there's so much fat to cut through on the internet. And I'll be doing a bunch of shows this year, 2 of which are international in Canada, which I'm really excited for. So, fortunately for such a small book and something so fresh, we've been going all over the world, and that is a major source of pride for me, putting it in the hands of people that come from different walks of life. Because in some ways, like, yes, this is very much steeped in like that 70s Americana, like we're playing on all of the social tumult. But I think that what interests me most is seeing somebody reading this with a totally different lens and a totally different perspective, being able to take something out of it that is unique and individual. Like, I mean, we've shipped this book to Canada, Japan, Israel, Italy, the UK, Australia, and hopefully now the Netherlands. So that would be a cool another country to check off the list. But
for your next campaign, hit up Critical Blast before you launch, because he might be able to get your shipping down to the United Kingdom and Europe at least half.
And maybe Australia too. He's talking to somebody in Australia about what he does is logistics.
Cool.
Okay, shipping is his thing.
His thing. Yeah, it's his thing.
Basically, he said he's handling a lot of people's campaigns.
Yeah.
Okay. Complete fulfillment. You can even get your campaign in a with a nice shiny bag that protects the Gemini. And when they're in these bags, the Gemini ship a lot cheaper.
Whoa, that's
RJ
cool.
knows what he's doing, man.
Yeah.
So he's a good person to have in your corner. I mean, he's handling fulfillment for me. Pretty sure he's handling fulfillment for Mike. I mean. He's
to give you an example, like I live in the Netherlands, so shipping to the United Kingdom used to be 18 euros like 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's 30 right now.
Yep, not surprised.
So with me just sending
chat, he just said Perfect 10 number 3 will also be going through Critical Blast as well. RJ built something that everybody likes. It works. It's cheaper on your shipping. It's cheaper on your fans. It makes it easier for them to come out and hit that button because it ain't killing them. RJ's doing the good work for the indie community.
Here's the example, right? I sent him 2 big boxes with like 50 pounds worth of comics to the United States for my last campaign. And that cost me roughly 250 euros, about $275.
Mm-hmm.
Then he shipped within the US. That means that you pay on average $5 to $8 to all the backers. That means that I saved like 45 times 30,
Mm-hmm.
And instead I paid like 8 euros per person, like $10.
Yeah.
And that's something that the backers don't have to pay anymore. You're going to reach your goal easier. You don't have to put in as much money, and they will still get their books. Hit him up. It's a godsend.
Yeah. What was it? What was the name of his business?
I was going to give you the whole. Okay, he's Critical Blast on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
RJ Carter on Facebook. He's in the Comic Related Madness on Facebook, which is where you find me and everything I do. Him, her, everybody's in the madness on Facebook. That's the networking and promotion. The premier networking and promotion Facebook group. Nobody's going to tell you can't promote your book here. Nobody's going to say, hey, man, quit spamming. We encourage you to come there and post your book once or twice a day and let everybody know the progress of your campaign, whether you're in pre-campaign mode or whatever. We want to know what's going on so that we're on top. It's like having a huge email database to let everybody know what you're doing instead of just the people on your sign up list.
That's cool. No, I'll definitely check that out, because God, man, that has probably been one of the biggest eye openers. Is like shipping out books over the course of these last 4. I remember the first one, I lost so much money on shipping, just not knowing, the dimensions and what costs what. By the time the third one hit, man, I remember, I successfully mailed out like over 120 packages to backers in like 1 week, but I was burnt out.
Yeah.
You know, it's a hassle. It's a lot. So yeah, any way to smooth that
Well, yeah,
part
he
of the
handles the whole fulfillment. Like he
yeah.
boxes them up for you, puts the stickers in it. He has a complete database system, which makes it super easy for him. Like everybody who's getting all this stuff in their package is in this group. Everybody's getting all this stuff, just the book. They're in this group. He's got it all figured out, and it's like I told him. I said he's going to be hiring employees here real soon because he's got a lot of people knocking on his door right
That's
now.
cool.
And
No, I appreciate the recommendation.
quick answer from me to Genuine Comics. It cost me about 300 euros. If you use PostNL, Dave, go straight through their website. Don't go through SendCloud or any of the fulfillment companies. Go straight through them. You're gonna. It's actually cheaper than sending them through a shipping company. So take care of that. Like, if you go straight through it, it's like 125 euros right now for one big box, and you can ship like 23 kilos. So that's like 50 pounds.
Cool.
Yeah, RJ's got this down. RJ Carter, like I said, on Facebook. And the comic related madness is like you said, the place to go on Facebook and promote what you're doing. Then I'll see it and then I'll share it out everywhere else. It'll be part of my YouTube channel. I'll definitely have you out this month. Dude.
Sure. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. All the resources.
Have you ever heard of CromCon?
No.
Okay, well, you're gonna, because you're gonna be part of it this month. So just like that, I do an online monthly Comic-Con.
Oh, cool.
Where I just highlight people one after another. Like everybody gets 30 minutes. We just go through one campaign after another. Bang, bang, bang. We have vendors. We have panels. Open draw stream. All kinds. It's just the last weekend of every month. It's just a little party on my YouTube channel. So
sure.
Yeah,
I'm game. I appreciate it for sure.
Rich wants to know how Varian's doing it. Lola.
Not too great yet. Like, give it a little time.
Working on recovery.
Yeah.
Yeah. This looks awesome.
Thank you.
It really does.
The amount of detail here. Holy crap.
Thank you guys. Yeah. These guys are it's been a really great experience. This is my first book I've ever worked on. My gateway point was really doing really analytical comics criticism. I didn't really have many friends that were into comics, so I took to doing YouTube for a while. And I really began to build the language and the technical know-how through doing that type of criticism and commentary. And so I was like, you know what? I really want to put my money where my mouth is. Because it was around, I think the time like DC was sort of floundering with like the future state stuff. And I was like, I could do better. And I've been saying I could do better. So let me do better. And that's kind of where I went out and kind of sourced the internet for collaborators. You get a lot of what I would say, like what I would call are like joke applications, like where people don't listen to the sort of prompt that you're presenting or are just so desperate they'll put themselves out anyways, which in a way I can understand. Like it's a hustle, you want to get yourself. I would call it joke applications, like where people don't listen to your YouTube sort of prompt.
Reg, close the yeah.
I did. Hello.
Hi.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you cut through a lot of people, and I probably saw. I saw way more bad comic book art than good when I was going through applications. But I finally really connected with this team of people. It's ironic though. I probably went through more colorists than I did anything else. Just finding the right colorist who is available and able to, one, really understand the fundamental like requirements in what they're going to be doing in terms of the storytelling, lighting and palette and texture does so much. I mean, you look at, for example, this image and like that bottom panel, like a lot of those midtones and those highlights are only colors. I mean, the inks, you know, my penciler who also inks the book does a really great job at spotting blacks and establishing that first level of depth. But really, my colorist Marcio, he just like next level is able to bring, you know, all of that richness of depth and light in order to help establish that sort of dimensionality.
Yeah, you have a nice marriage there between the two of them. This looks really good.
Oh yeah,
this looks very, very good. I love the depth perception. Really digging the depth perception here with the Empire State Building, and that newsstand looks like an actual newsstand. It has the grittiness. It has the look to it, especially with the light. I'm assuming what time of the day is it on this page?
Early evening.
Yeah, it hits it. It works. I mean, just this arm over here framing the kid is very subtle.
Thank you.
That's what you want to look for, and the inking is on par. It's on par with most everything else that I've ever seen. You know, it separates the foreground and the background without being almost cartoonish or buffoonish. What's the name of this book? This is really good.
Area 51, the Helix Project, currently on Kickstarter.
How many more days you got left on it?
25, and we're 93% funded. So
why am I not surprised?
The link to it is in the chat.
Not bad.
Thank you. Yeah, like Lola said, if anybody watching wants to go check it out, link is in the chat, and I will.
I co-host the show at Pops. Is this gentleman going to be on the show?
Oh, we're definitely going to be seeing this guy in February, bro.
All right, good. Is it Trevor? Trevor's your name?
Trevor. Yeah.
Are you the writer? Are you the writer or the artist on this thing?
I'm the writer and editor. So I sometimes, depending on how well the description of the script is getting to the artist, I'll sometimes help with layouts or things like that. But really, man, these guys are bringing it. I mean, I write really full scripts. If somebody were to go back on my last two campaigns, I think I had like pages of script next to a page to show kind of a little bit about the process. But you know, I come from, and not to such a degree, but I come from the school of like Alan Moore. You know, I really love his work. However, you know, I'm not I'm not Alan Moore in the sense that, one, I'm anywhere near that good, or two, I'm writing a page of script per panel. But I do very much believe in visual direction and being able to well communicate to the best of my ability what's in my head for the interpretation of the artist.
That's incredible. Wow. This is you did say you were kind of new at this, right?
Yeah, I've been doing this for about a year now.
Give yourself about 5 years. You're gonna be like, I write the shit and then I put it on paper and then I type it. And if the artists don't like it, he can suck it. You know, give it about 5 years. You know? And you'll be chain smoking, knocking down shots, cursing at the dog, and then you'll be like, I'm like, I love comics. Cheers.
Yeah. Just to give you a little context too, Rich is an inker, works for Marvel, worked for DC, worked under Keith Williams. So if he's throwing compliments your way about your work, man, just eat that up.
I've also been penciling as well as inking my own pencils for the past 8 years in the industry, in the independent circuit, and I self-published the whole way through my own graphic novels. So
twice,
not just an inker.
Two.
I hate that.
No, but that's, I mean, you know, I want people to understand that when you work for Marvel and DC, what you did, you know, so that they understand, they know that you're talking from a position of experience and not just, I'm just indie creator just did 2 books. You've been around for a long time. Your credits are in a lot of books.
Yeah, they are. But I started smoking and drinking at 3 years after I started. And I don't have a dog anymore because he died, so I can't curse at him. But this is really, really top-notch work. This is something you can bring to Marvel so they can steal it.
You could literally just put this out to any publisher right now, and they would take it, hands down.
Just make sure it's copyrighted and make sure it's yours before you decide to sell the idea, because Moon Knight was taken from a 12-year-old kid, and Jim Shooter gave the idea of I think he the story behind the black costume for Spider-Man is that some kid decided to say, why don't you make Spider-Man have a black costume? And he gave the kid $200. He gave the person who requested that about $200. But then, they made the black Spider-Man costume, which turned into the symbiote, which turned into Venom, which turned into all this other crap. So it's like, not bad. But the point being is that it's like, you would be surrounded by people who would probably take something as beautiful as this and warp it to their own conjecture. You have a really good team, smart and very, very good team, and very, very good choices. And these two work together like an old married couple. Honestly,
thank you. I appreciate it. These guys are great.
Yes, they are.
When it came down to putting the team together, I was frighteningly aware of my inexperience, so I wanted to get a team together that could kind of make up for that. And I think on the other end, there was definitely, I could bring that young, hungry artist mentality to the mix, and I think the marriage of our collaboration has definitely made something that is greater than the sum of its parts, and I appreciate it. It really means a lot coming from and hearing these compliments from an industry veteran such as yourself, man. So thank you so much.
You're welcome. You don't sound like a rookie.
No.
Well, I very much
am. You don't sound like everything you're saying. You're actually you're putting yourself on a very professional acumen. It's a rare joy that Pops and I get to see such professionalism in what we'd love to see. And Trevor, you're there. You're already there. You've already surpassed a bunch of people over at Marvel and DC who are doing this now. And you're
surpassed most indies at this point.
Grace.
I mean, this like some of the really, really well put together indie books. I think I have to see one in my hand. Don't get me wrong. Yep. I gotta know for sure, before I can say it. But looking at this, the art, I like the concept of the story is amazing. Like I said, I don't have one in my hand. I can't say, oh, the quality of this book is just freaking awesome, which I'd really like to be able to do. So, like I said, once the bills are paid, this one's on the list. Yep. Where's my list? There it is. Okay.
Put it on the list.
Thank you guys. No, I mean it's definitely a passion project, and in terms of the physical print, it's cool that I'm on a panel here with a bunch of folks that work in the industry, because I can actually describe it. So the covers are printed on 105-pound stock, and the interiors are printed on 75-pound stock. So it's going to be 2 times thicker than what you're getting at any of the major publishers right now. I really believe in like making a shelf stable product and making something that's not going to fall apart on the shelves. So, physically the printing, I think, is worth more than what I'm charging for it. I mean, I only charge basically $5 for an issue. It's 24 pages of straight story, no ads, on paper stock, 2 times thicker than what you're getting at the big 2 right now.
Wow. I'm
okay.
You know what you're doing.
I gotta have a quick question though. How old are you? Because I'm pretty sure
24.
Sorry?
24.
24.
Oh, he's another young
start coming to that age. Then I'm only 4 years older. I know I look a lot older than I am, but blame it on this and a lot of stress maybe. But
it's the comic industry.
Yeah.
You see this guy in 4 years.
Man,
Dr. Trevor in 4 years, he'll have wrinkles and gray hair.
The max is only
You just said
32.
that a few minutes ago, Max. You missed the boat.
Yeah, he says chain smoking and drinking
Cursing at
shots.
the dog.
Cursing at the dog. Or
The
cat
gray
in my
hair
face.
is definitely there. I shave it off. at the right moment. I
Man,
remember
you are all
funny-
kinds of wrong.
funny story.
Nice.
I know
Nicely done.
two of you guys weren't here when I was explaining like my quote unquote origin story, but back in like March of 2020, I was interviewing at Marvel right as the pandemic was like rearing its ugly head for an editorial job, and I remember thinking to myself, so their headquarters is in Midtown Manhattan.
That's right. They used to, yeah, they're in Midtown now.
Yeah. And so I remember making my way over for my interview, and I have a photo of myself where like there's like a little patch of like some gray hair coming off on the side here. And I remember like on the way to my interview plucking out the individual gray hairs before the Marvel interview. Because I was like there because at the time, so 2020, I would have been 22 at the time, and I was like, they're not going to believe me. They're going to think I'm like some 48-year-old man like impersonating some 22-year-old kid.
Oh God, I'd like to think that that's not true.
No, trust me. I mean, I probably got the stress.
Did you get it, by the way? Did you get that? Did you get that position, by the way, over at Marvel?
Well, we were in the final interview stages until basically I got a call back in the middle of March, late March, and they were like, well, listen, we're really interested in having you, but at this point we cannot take on any new personnel because they had to move out of the offices and work remote because they were in Manhattan. So we've had some discussions since, but they're still not back in the offices yet, which is a crazy
Really? They're still not back.
Yeah, but last that I knew, I mean, I spoke to the same person in their HR department, Sarah. I spoke to her maybe 3 months ago, and they still weren't back in the offices.
Wow.
So it's pretty insane.
That's incredible. Holy Christ! You would think after all this time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you never know. But at this point, it's kind of one of those things where if the opportunity represents itself, I would love to do it. Obviously, it's a dream, but I'm not going to ask anybody to make what I want to make anymore. And so whether that happens or not, I definitely plan on really pushing out my independent work and doing as much as I possibly can to bring any level of success.
If you work for Marvel, if you work as an editor for Marvel or anything along those lines, under no circumstances will they allow you to do your own thing.
Yeah, to make your own decisions.
Yeah, they won't. No, they won't. CB Cebulski, who I worked with in the early 2000s over at Marvel for a couple of things. He went under a pseudonym for writing when he was living in China, and he got caught. He almost got canned. Wow. The only thing that kept him from being fired is the level of importance that CB Cebulski has in Marvel, because he's like the mainstay there. He's been there almost as long as Tom Brevoort has, and it's like you can't mess around with continuity like that. You can't just throw him out there, especially with the secrets that he knows.
Yeah,
he got very lucky, But if you were gonna do something else outside of Marvel, they would call it something of a conflict of interest. So be happy you didn't get that position just yet.
If you are looking for a publisher, I co-own one and I own one. And then if you're looking for distribution, my husband owned a distribution company as well.
Well, I would certainly, I'm certainly game to talk about distribution. For now, I publish myself. The company Pocket Watch Press is something that I've incorporated over the last year. But I'll definitely talk about some distribution stuff, because that's, the thing that I've noticed most about taking the front of all this production and whatnot is there are so many different tasks and like necessities that are dividing my bandwidth. And at the end of the day, I want to create, I want to write, I want to edit, I want to work on comics. So any way I can be hands off in logistics or distribution, I'm all for it.
I'll message you some information.
For sure.
Hi, my name's Hat Promotion. How you doing? That's what I
Real quick, I wanna share some stuff. So for those who weren't here earlier,
Like me.
But yeah, you got to put on a lot of hats to do this work. You know,
Yeah, that's for sure.
There's a lot
That's
of things involved in it.
That's not even a thing. You have to.
Yeah,
most of you guys know what's going on with Varian. That's why I'm hosting today. The link for this is in the chat, or you can reach out to me personally. I'm handling everything right now, whether it be this or any of the company stuff. So please message me. Yeah, and then I got some funny stuff.
Is he home yet?
He never went to the hospital, guys.
Jesus Christ.
I've gone through this with him. This will be the fourth
Numerous
time.
times, yeah.
So I know this rodeo. I know how to handle it. I know if he's getting worse, if he gets worse, then he'll go. But right now, the best place for him is at home.
Yeah.
There's nothing the doctors can do that I can't do. I do have medical training as well.
I remember when they happened to me, it causes my left eye to like flip up and just start spazzing out and start flipping all around and stuff like that.
Man, I'm sorry about that.
It's all
That's
crazy.
horrible.
And
I'm
the
sorry
other thing
about
is
that,
not really remembering people. So it's best that when he's waking up in a place where he's familiar, as opposed to waking up somewhere unfamiliar and then compounding the fact that he doesn't remember anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like at least at home he might see things that he recognizes and
that can spark
wake
something.
up calm, as opposed to wake up somewhere freaked out. You know, it's like,
well, he's doing that already. But after like 2 minutes, it all calms for a minute. I was going through some of my externals, and I came across some pictures that we did that I shot at a photography studio. So I figured I'd share them with you guys to make you laugh a little bit.
Oh God!
How'd you get him to sit still?
Hey, I'm pointing at something.
There you go. That's my dude right there.
Look, I'm sensitive.
The copper tone ad.
I know, right? It just has a dog biting his big old ass.
Okay, Marilyn.
That's the one.
Okay, Marilyn. What's up?
What's up that skirt there, big boy?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
That's awesome.
That is so cute.
Yeah, well, I got some more too. I gotta bring it, but yeah, I'm doing the best I can, guys. Just bear with me.
You're doing great.
Hey, you got it all under control. You got it under control.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Yeah, I know. I mean, he's my backbone, and I got issues myself that most of you know about. That's how lore came to be. But yeah, he trained me for all this, how to run every company. So I know what I'm doing. You guys can trust me.
No, we trust you implicitly. Do not worry. All right?
100%.
I already told you. I got your back. Anything you need, you know.
There's something I can do, just ask as well. Just ask.
I appreciate it, guys.
You're very welcome. You deserve it.
Nobody else I'd get up for this early in the morning just to come out here and talk. No, that's
1 second. He needs me 1 second.
Yeah, I stopped eating pasta. I stopped eating my pasta lunch. That means I must love you all. Fuck.
Jeez, really?
Wait, you're having lunch?
I'm having pasta for lunch. Well, what's wrong with that?
No. Where are you that you're having lunch?
In my studio. In my studio.
Time wise.
Oh, time? It's at 3 o'clock.
1 second.
I'm late.
He wants me to explain to you and everybody listening what a TIA is. A TIA is a mini stroke. It's not full on, but there are pretty much the same effects. It's just not as doesn't harm the heart as much as a regular one.
Okay.
So he wanted me to let everyone know that's what it is, so you guys can understand.
Transient something.
And
I can't remember what it stands for.
It damages the brain a little bit, but so his memory, there's confusion. He does remember a lot, but not everything. Especially when it comes to certain events or people. But it is coming back slowly.
Good.
So.
Did he get droopy faced?
No, not this time.
Not
no.
this time. Okay.
No.
That happens to me. My fucking left shoe. My wife's like, "You look silly." I'm like, "Oh shit, it's gonna happen."
Yeah, not this time. The last time he did have a full on stroke, and he did have like he couldn't move the left side of his body that well, and yeah, his left side of the face was droopy and everything. The only thing he's really dealing with this time is memory and confusion.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's walking around the house right now as we speak. I'm watching him. He's in front of me. And he's been listening to me talk. And that's why he wanted me.
He can't hear us though, huh? Can you hear us?
No. And not right now.
Headphones.
But yeah, he said I didn't bring up what a TIA is, so I wanted to let everybody know.
It's like transient ischemic attack or something like that. I can't remember what it stands for, but
yeah, basically it's just
tiny stroke.
It's a tiny stroke, yeah.
Oh man. All right.
Well, I hope he gets better soon. You know,
He will
look forward. I look forward to meeting him.
Oh,
give him a couple days. He'll square himself away. His brain will rewire itself.
Oh yeah, he'll be back.
Stronger, faster, better.
It's not the first time, and he's got me by his
like
side.
an aspirin commercial.
And he's got me by his side, and I'm getting him better.
And tell him don't worry about all this, man. We'll cover him on his shows and stuff till he's ready to come back. We're good.
Yep.
Yeah, I've already told him that. He knows.
Good.
Got it. And for all you people that, do business with any of everything underneath Indie Bolt, just get a hold of Lola. She's got this.
Yep.
Yeah, and Liberty, Indie Volt, our publishing companies, any of it, I got it. I've been running it behind the scenes for a little while now.
Good.
Yeah, I know what I'm doing.
We know.
I've been taking care of all the emails and doing inventory and fixing the websites and all that because he's been working on his comic. So I've been handling the business stuff lately. But
remember, I just dropped the link to the madness over there in the chat.
Yeah, that's right.
You can join the madness, my friend.
There you guys go.
Yeah. Yes. Okay.
New World Order, baby.
Oh yeah.
WWE.
He can't wait for the new game to come out.
Oh, I'll bet.
We sat and watched. Well, he sat and watched the Rumble. I fell asleep, but him and the kid watched the Rumble.
2 days later.
I caught up the next day, and I was extremely disappointed.
It's performance art.
No, that's the kid.
There's our dude. What's up?
There's a dude.
When he was
dude.
Back when he was tiny.
He was like 3.
He's styling right there, though. Look at
that. Yeah, for those who don't know, I'm a photographer as well and graphic designer.
Yeah.
You have a good eye.
He's gonna be a lady killer. Look at that dude.
Oh, he is.
There's one. Hold on. I'll show you. Let me bring
Oh,
it
yeah,
up.
Yeah, I hear you, Joe. I'm Wolfpack too. I'm all about Wolfpack. It's got to be red and black.
Oh yeah. But yeah.
Oh, Fanta, what's happening? Got Phantasmagorical in the chat.
Yay! I am pleased.
I'm gonna go get me some coffee, yo. I'll be right back.
All right,
Everybody needs the coffee.
guys, I got a jet. There's something I got to take care of.
Right.
Lola, good luck. Let me know if you need anything. All right.
She can't hear your headphones are off. Peace out.
All right. Can you
I'll let her
just
know.
tell her that tell her if she needs anything, let me know.
Yep, I'll let her know.
Thanks, guys.
It's nice meeting you, man.
So, Trevor, you've got your book coming out. So, 93% and almost 22 days left.
25. Yeah.
Crushing it, dude.
Thanks. Yeah.
Hell
I mean,
yeah.
The book looks fantastic, though.
Thank you.
I work with a lot of artists and a lot of colorists, and that's definitely it's on point.
I appreciate it. I mean, I'm a pretty I'm very critical, and I started creating work that was more like comics criticism. So I knew that when it came down to finally produce something of my own, I had to take that same sort of critical eye. And
you can't be a critic and then put out a piece of crap book.
Right. Exactly.
There's
That's strapping it.
a photo shoot I did with him like 2 years ago. We had like a Hollywood background.
Nice.
Yeah, all these you can see on my Facebook. Oh, now it doesn't want to load.
Yep.
Come on.
Oh,
There we go.
There we go. So you only get to see one.
Yeah.
Rich said he had to go, but if you have any problems or need anything, let him know.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm gonna.
real quick.
Yep,
Get a
I'm
quick
gonna
shout
show.
out.
Hi, Froggy.
Life on Korra 5. Man, last I knew it was Life on Korra 3.
Yeah, we've been going fast. Like I'm 8 pages into Love of Korra 6 already. Like we're going fast, dude.
Can I do a little explanation for Trevor of who Frog is and what Frog's about? Frog is what we like to call a super backer, a super mod. He gets your link and then he shares it every time he sees you in people's chats or whatever. Like if you're watching my show and you say hi in the chat, Frog sees you say hi in the chat, Frog will be sharing your link in the chat. No matter what show it is, he's everywhere. Get to know the Frog, man. Get to know the Frog. That's good stuff right there.
Hell.
Operation Ranch coming soon.
And thank you for sharing, Froggy. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. And look at that.
Love of Korra, because
1, 2, 3, 4.
a speculative zoology series where in short stories we follow all kinds of creatures on an alien world. We are one backer away from our second stretch goal, so one physical backer and we're there. And we're gonna look at.
I already backed it, so I can't be that backer.
No, that's fine. I already appreciate you. But like we're going strong, I've got scripts ready up to issue 10. Like we're going strong. But
as
for
soon as
this
you
issue,
started breaking up, Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was afraid of that. Hold on, let me.
You want me to share the screen and then you can just talk?
Yeah, that works.
Let me get
But for this issue, we also have this little plushie available. So these are going hard. Like these are going really, really strong. And I'm gonna order plenty. So if you still want one, they're available still. And yeah, like we got plenty. We got 8 different variant covers by awesome people. I went a little overboard with this campaign because 5 issues in, how many indies can say they can count up to 5? And we're just gonna make it happen. Frog, right?
Frog got the plushie. Frog said, "I could not get the plushie, Mike."
What variant did you get, Frog? Was it Kimmy Comics? I'm pretty sure it was Kimmy Comics.
I think he did get it because he couldn't not get the plushie.
Yeah, he had to do it. He had to.
I had to buy that plushie, man. Get that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Something to sleep with at night. Hold tight to yourself. You snuggle up with it.
One of my favorite parts about this one is like you can already, the ears are wired, so you can make them.
Oh, nice.
The wings are going to be wired as well. Right now they're glued. This is the prototype. So that's going to be loose, and you're going to be able to move all 4 wings and pose them completely.
Oh, that'll be cool. And the tail wired too?
Yeah, like those are going to be wired as well. So it's no, the tail is just floppy.
Okay. Yeah. Just didn't know.
Yeah, no, of course. I mean, valid questions. But yeah, it's 12 by 8 inches. Like these are pretty big plushies as well, and they're like €40, $45. I'm really happy with them. The story is solid. It's by Martin Fisher again, who did Love of Korra 3 as well. And we have tiny creatures on a very big world in a very, very big adventure. And it's wonderful to make these. It's all ages comics for all ages people. Kids love them. Adults love them. Are you okay, Krista? You need to shut down the stream.
Does anyone else have anything to show?
No, I'm good. If you need to go.
If you need to go. Okay.
If you want to share my screen so we can look at Mike's thing real quick, and then you wanted to go take care of business, we can do that. Or we can go take care of business right now, maybe revisit this later in the afternoon and do a
we'll take a nap.
Some lunch brunch or some kind of show later if you want. We can do that. Whatever you need.
No, I'll finish it out.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we showed this one already.
Well, this was one they were showing. And
he kept breaking up while we were talking about it, so I told him I'd share it while he talks about it. So,
okay.
There you go, Mike. That's about where we were, right?
Yeah. So you have the world, which is a giant core that, this is a sci-fi megastructure. So this has been handmade by some kind of alien creature, but we're looking at the aftermath. We're looking like millions of years into the future with the ball still making its way through space, and the original creatures that built it have died out. And so, it's speculative zoology, so it grew from there, and you got all kinds of tribalistic and semi-sentient creatures that, live their lives here. And it makes it so much fun to make stories in this. And yeah, like my writers are going insane on this. Like I got scripts up to issue 10. They're just
it's a good series. I have all of them so far, and I backed this one, and I can't wait for it.
Must be super fun to create your own biome.
Me too. The series is great. Every story stands alone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
that's right.
It's about a different part of the eco culture. I'm gonna stick that word to this. I'm gonna stick that word to this. I like it. But every story, it stands alone. You can pick up any of them and get invested in this series and want to go read about the other creatures in the other parts of the world. It's damn cool. That's
the only thing that I always pick with Mike about it is it's too damn big.
No, it's not. It's perfect. European size.
Okay, it can't fit on my rack over here that I have. Not this rack. That rack.
I was about to say the other one.
So if it can't fit on that rack, it's got to be big.
Yeah, but it's a good series, and everyone needs to check it out.
Thanks. Like it I love the amount of support I'm getting from everyone. Like I couldn't do it without you all. And yeah, every single time someone comes back to me and it's like, dude, I love this shit. Give me more of this. And like, that's my drive. Seriously.
Have a good day, Trish.
See you later,
Thanks for
Trish.
coming out.
See you later, Trish. Yeah, we got 8 covers this time. It's overkill, I know. Like normally, I'm like Trevor, and keep to 2 variants beside the main cover. I'm sorry, I couldn't. Like this. This is my this is my party, and I'm proud of the things that people put in there. They're beautiful, beautiful covers. Everyone really put their own twist on it. And yeah, they're gonna get the copies, the ones that wanted to get paid and weren't like, oh my god, let me make you a variant cover. Everything is taken care of. The comic is done. I actually received the last pages from my colorist today. The comic was done with pencils and inks when I started the campaign. She just had to finish a couple of pages. That's done. Like the moment you get the campaign is over, I'm gonna be extending. I'm going to order the plushies early so I can make sure that they get delivered before May. But if you just order the physical copies, you're gonna probably gonna get them in early April. So don't worry about it at all. Like we got everything in check. This is like my 13th book that I'm publishing, so I'm good. I know what I'm doing at this point.
So when does the trade paperback from Life of Korra come?
Well, my colorist is done with issue 1 and 2. So she is recoloring them. She's giving them a complete overhaul to fit with the rest of the series. And from there on out, we're going to make the trade paperback. And of course, keep creating the singles.
Yep.
There's my art. There's my art. I own that. I own that electric piece on my wall. Thank you very much.
I just did a info dump in the chat, so yeah.
Yeah, bang.
But yeah, I love my team. They are wonderful. 2 writers, Kimberly Kovac and Martin Fisher, both have really proven themselves in the industry already, and I am so incredibly happy with what kind of stories are coming up with. And just being able to say like, yeah, we're here to stay is incredible. After Love and Korra 2 and the original writer left, I was so scared. I was lost. And these 2 just absolutely blew me away with the things they're writing. And then I needed a colorist, and I found Aristine, and just wow, completely different level of art. And it's been beautiful working on this. Like the last years, I've been the best of my life thanks to these folks. And we're here to stay. We're going to keep going. We're expanding. It's awesome.
Some of the beauty of comic creation is collaboration, and then slowly watching your creation come to life.
Oh yeah,
and seeing it once it's all said and done, and then you get to do it all over again, and you get that adrenaline rush, and you get that feeling of pride, and you get that feeling of accomplishment, and it's just fantastic.
Yeah.
Max, I did post your link in the chat for people to go sign up.
Sweet.
I'm gonna do a couple ads, and then I guess we'll get out of here. So, hold on 1 second.
There you go. We got that.
Yeah, go sign. I don't have the link for that, but yeah, go sign up for that too. I have a story that's going to be in there.
Yes. Yeah, there's a story that's going to be in there. There's a whole bunch of people that have stories. Glenn B. Fleming is doing a story. Eric Hodson, Dreaded Dinosaur Man.
Mine is going to be adult.
No way.
It's going to be a side of lore, but not with the same.
It's not going to be like, there's going to be a couple of boobs.
Yeah. Some boobs.
But not, like.
And a ball sack.
Oh.
It's European all ages. That's fine.
It's not, there's not going to be a bunch of sex or anything like that.
No, there's no sex or anything in there.
Okay, it's going to be, but look, I wasn't going to have anything like that, but 2 people gave me stories that have momentary boob.
Yeah.
but they were so funny I couldn't pass them up. So yes, there's going to be a boob or two in this anthology. Not every story, is going to, but I mean, yeah, okay. Need to let you know that.
Boobies help you sell books. Trust me.
You see there's an early bird offer. The early bird offer, I've already decided Jim O'Reilly is doing a cromage. A cromage. And I loved it, and I figure everybody who signs up early is going to get that if they back physical tier, because it's just
sweet.
It's badass. There's so many cool things coming out of this. I'm talking to Brian Kriskow. He's writing a story. Dark Gift Comics, Anthony Romano, Paul Gomez from Bushy Boo Circus.
Thank you, Peter, for showing up.
Yes. My campaign manager, Ryan Neese, he's doing a story. Pedro Ang is doing a Crom animation. A little, little animated Crom round. So, I mean, Lola, Edwin Artexpedillo, the guy who originally drew the Comic Related Madness logo. You see it way over there underneath the TVMA. That's the first time Crom was ever driven, ever drawn. And it wasn't in the concept of drawing a character. It was a logo for our Facebook group. And the little guy grew. We
became a character.
The group named him. We gave him personality. He became our little mascot, our little internet troll. And Edwin's the one that drew him first. Like I said, it wasn't about making a comic or a character. It just grew into being that guy. So when Ryan talked me into doing this, I had to go to Edwin. I'm like, man, you drew him first. Are you in? And Edwin was like, oh, yeah, I'm in. So we're doing it. I had to have the guy that drew him first. I had to have that guy involved in this, or I just wouldn't have done it, because there would be no Crom.
Oh, yeah.
Edwin Artexpedillo.
Yeah.
But a couple of the pieces of art.
Hey, guys.
That's Edwin's art, Ryan's art.
I know we just back, but.
Say again?
We just did our second stretch going in 145.
All right.
Second so I can do whoever back. Also.
So yeah, it's an anthology. It's every story is going to have a drawn in tier so that the fans can get involved in this too. Lakeem Amir, just so many cool people. Specs Thompson may be doing a story for us. I mean, it's blowing up. We got a lot of Rich is doing some sketch cards on the side. We have a one of a kind item. I showed it off last night. We have a dude that makes custom shoes, that customizes shoes.
Ooh.
Okay. And there will be 20 pairs of serial numbered 1 through 20 Crom shoes.
Crom shoes.
See, I need heels.
And they will be the art. They will actually be art from the book. It won't be just like fan art. It'll be actual art from the book used in the design. Every one of them will be different. He said it's impossible to make them all the same, so they're all unique. So they'll be serial numbered 1 through 20. And he said it flat out last night on the stream. He said he doesn't care if Marvel comes to him. My campaign's going to be the first one that has these custom shoes. And then everybody else can join in after that, but we get it first.
That's awesome, man.
And, Cindy Kep's making some more of the little crochet Croms. We'll have these available in the campaigns. We're going to have fun, man. And, looks like 10, 12 stories, different people's stories interacting their IP with Crom, the little internet troll. So it's going to be fun. You know what's up. It's going to be fun. That's all.
All right, guys.
Anybody wants to get involved, hit me up. We'll find a spot for you. Go get them discount code for your Gemini mailers right there. Type in Bolt 10.
It's the only place you can get a discount. Liberty or Indie Volt has it, Volt 10, and it saved me. I used it, and multiple other people have used it. So if you want discount on Gemini mailers, use that code.
Next time I order Geminis, that's what I'm using.
Every time you order Gemini's, use that Bolt 10 discount code. Get yourself 10% helps on the shipping costs.
It does. It helped me. I ordered a box of 100 and it helped me. It's worth it, guys. Another sponsor, Debbie. Use code IndieVolt to get 10% off their products. They have little gummies and they have powders, and it is all for energy.
I thought it'd be like something reefer infused,
Yeah.
Okay.
like Dabbies.
Yeah. Go visit indievolt.com. Get some of this awesome merch. There's even more than that. And right now, it is the only place that you can find Sin Killer merch.
Oh,
And the only place you can get your, at the end of the day. Sure.
Yeah. So there's a lot more than what you see here, and more will be added. If you want to advertise, there's a lot of different things you can get advertisement on. Just hit me up. I will send this to you. Yeah. I'm just going down the list right now.
Do your thing, man. Liberty Entertainment Distribution.
Visit ledg.us or message me, and I will send you information. Trevor, I will be sending you information about it.
Cool. Sounds good.
Hold on. A couple more. IndieVolt offers a free Roku channel where we show interviews, stuff we can't show on YouTube, special episodes, all kinds of stuff. And we're adding more very soon. We got movies and everything that deals with independence. If that's not your thing, you can always listen to our radio channel. It is a global radio station. We have music on there. We have the live shows. We have 2 other shows that are on the radio station. Supersonic Podcast and It Came From the Radio. Those are also on there. You can listen to it from the IndieVolt website. You can get it on Google Play. You can get it on Streama or TuneIn. Or you can ask your little... I can't say her name. But yeah, everybody knows who that is. She's always listening.
Your smart device from Amazon.
Yeah.
Maxima.
You can teach her the skill and she will play it for you. And if you have any questions or comments that you want us to read, write into IndieVolt Live at indievolt.com. Please include IndieVolt Live in the subject. And keep the emails to 90 words or less so we can read them quickly and also make a graphic for them.
Awesome.
And tune in Saturday for Pitches Be Crazy.
One of the best, funniest shows.
Yeah, that show is awesome.
Out here right now for indie comics. You want to giggle your ass off, come out here and watch this show.
For those who don't know what Pitches Be Crazy is, it is a game show that IndieVolt does where we have a panel of judges and we have 2 to 3 contestants on that have active campaigns. Well, some of them are about to launch, and we give them themes that they have to pitch their book in.
It's a very indie version of Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Yep.
Yes, it is. And the winner gets up to $50 towards their campaign.
Mm-hmm. And it's fun. It's hilarious. You will giggle.
Yeah, it's a good time.
No doubt.
I was the first winner ever.
He says
I beat Mike Jimmy. Now that I think about it, he was there too.
Oh, yeah, no, that was the first show.
Yeah, The very first Pitches Be Crazy was me and you.
Oh my god, that was so. Yeah, sorry, I got really distracted. Someone is going to apparently give me a new laptop in a few minutes.
Nice. This week
like,
we're. Oh, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
This week for pitches, we have Sim and we have Magic Gal on.
Sim and
Nice.
Messina?
Yeah.
I gotta see that.
Oh.
As long as Sim is feeling better. Last week he was supposed to come on and he was sick, so I will be touching base with him to see if he is better, and he will be coming on.
That is the incomparable Simon Poitier from Into the Nightverse.
Yes, his link is also in the chat if you want to go check out his upcoming campaign. And Trevor, where can we find you at?
You can find me on pretty much any social media app, Pocket Watch Press, Facebook, Instagram. I think because Twitter likes to truncate everything, we're down to P Watch Press. And if you were to find us,
that's awesome.
On any of the aforementioned social media, there are link trees that will bring you to the current Kickstarter, which is up now. If you'd be so kind as to back it, we're 93% funded. Otherwise, we keep up to date on all of that. Through the link tree, you can also sign up for our newsletter, which is one of the coolest ways to keep in touch with everything we're doing. Newsletter subscribers get first access to like art teases, new art, announcements. For example, I'll be announcing my first international convention appearance via the newsletter next week, whereas on social media, it probably won't happen for the next 2 or 3. They get first look at cover art, merchandise, voting rights on things that we do next. It's actually thanks to our newsletter voters that we will be moving forward with our first anthology book, Minutes to Midnight, The Hour Between Life and Death.
Nice.
And a bunch of other cool stuff. If you're an aspiring comic book creator or just a lover of the medium, we'll do like behind the scenes, and we'll show you sometimes how we go from a page of script to sketch layouts to inked to colors, and I'll kind of walk through a little bit behind my process as the writer and the editor, and how we can translate textual information into that final visual piece. So it's cool. It's as interactive as I can possibly make it. We have community questions. We'll show off community members that express public support of our work on social media all the time, and things like that. So I hope you guys will join us. The Kickstarter is super close to being funded, so if anybody live wants to consider backing it, it's a sci-fi noir book, a lot of passion thrown into it. And
are you open to me like just throwing people that host shows names at you so you can go out there and be seen more throughout this whole campaign? Because
yeah, for sure, absolutely.
If you look in the group you just joined on Facebook, every night you'll see I shared 9 or 10 different shows.
Yeah.
All those people are looking for content all the time. They're all approachable. These guys know they're part of it. It's all vital.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
and,
yeah.
Trevor,
absolutely.
if you want to come on any of our other shows, our Tuesday, Wednesday night shows, or Pitches Be Crazy, just message me.
Cool, I appreciate it. No, thank you guys. Thank you guys for having me. It was cool getting to meet you all and getting to talk a little bit about the craft and comics and whatnot. Always a good time. So appreciate it, man. Thank you guys for having me.
No problem.
Welcome to the
Max.
I own and operate Atrocity Press, which you can find at atrocitypress.com. It makes comics that your mama warned you about. Nice, sexy girl comic books over there. We've also started an alpha test on basically, it's kind of like a little social media side of the website that allows people to basically do everything you can on Facebook, except for I'm not going to restrict your reach or your speech. You can just put it on there. If it don't break the law, then it stays up because I just don't have time to monitor it.
Yeah. Pops.
Madness Comic on Twitter, Comic Talk with Pops Fans, and on YouTube. The madness, the comic-related madness on Facebook. Join the madness, the best promotion and networking group there is. That's all I can say.
And there's the link for Atrocity Press. Thank you, Frog G.
Also, product placement is important.
Yeah. Mike Jimmy.
You can find me on Twitter. That's the easiest at @and_ends. You can find me on Facebook as Fairies and Ends, which is my company, fairiesandends.com. And of course, Love and Core of 1 through 5 right now on Indiegogo. So if you like all your fluffy, weird creatures, then this is the place to go.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for dropping links in the chat, Frog. You know what's up. All you know, we love you all, man. Keep watching, keep backing, keep sharing. You guys know what's up.
If you guys want to follow me, there's my link tree, indie_princess. It's also a link to my wish list. You buy anything off that wish list, it will be worn on one of the shows. Also, please go check out Pick Up On Me. I really appreciate it. If you guys, like I said before, if you have any questions, concerns about any of the companies or shows or scheduling or anything, please reach out to me. I am handling everything right now. And speaking of comics that your mom warned you about, mine is that everybody warned you about. Check out Shocker Comics. That is my more mature comic book publishing company. As my husband would say, he made the tagline mature by nature. And I'm expecting the last 2 books by the end of next week, and everybody will start receiving their copies of Lore and the other 2 books.
Awesome.
And speaking of product placement, I'm hitting off everybody right now. I am wearing shirts or showing off little things for you guys' company. So if you want to send me something, get in touch with me. I do have a few things that I will be wearing soon that I just received. So
just waiting to see that Madness tank top.
I really prefer tank tops, guys, because of these. It's really hard for me to wear a t-shirt, so
chokes her.
It does. If I wear a t-shirt, I will have to cut the collar a little bit down just so I have more room. So yeah, that is it for today's show. I want to thank everyone that listened and watched and everyone that came out today to show support. I want to thank everybody on the panel. I really appreciate it, guys.
Send out that love to Meredith's family, to Nita.
Yep, for sure.
Them healing vibes to Randy and Marion. Let's get
Randy did go home yesterday. So he is home now. He still is recovering. It's going to take a while, but he is home.
Don't worry, Randy. I got your soapbox, bro. I got it warmed up for you when you get back.
Yep. All right, guys. You guys have a good day, and I will see everyone later.
Peace.
Stay awesome.